What was it like? And not to stay on this too long, but I just was such a notable, well, for some people in some
Yeah,
age brackets, I
yeah,
guess, but like, what was it like having the right idea at the wrong time? I mean, that was like a really great statement. And I'm sure that, I mean, a lot of people have that statement, but that was actually like 1,000% validated to be true because the exact same idea is now worth $1 billion a few times over with inside a few different organizations. And not, and only a few years later too, not like this was all 20 years ago or whatever. This was like 2 years later or something. But yeah,
yeah.
what was that like? What was that feeling like?
It was it was a little bit frustrating because we would see services like Pandora and even Spotify start to gain popularity with their services when we had a it was a large account. We were uh, when compared, we had just more of everything. We had more support, more compatibility, but we just had that legacy of the name that just people had a hard time really understanding what Napster was at that point because it was so associated with illegal dealings in the early 2000s. Even when I worked at Napster, and told people that they should use it, they questioned whether or not they would get in trouble. So it was definitely a problem with the name. Um, but it was it was a lesson in sustainability because if you do have the right idea and you can live long enough, then you can build enough of the platform so that when people come around, that you'll be ready for them. But if you burn out too much trying to change people's perspectives when you really think they're going to change on their own, then you end up just blowing massive amounts of money and effort on something that you really have a hard time changing.
Yep. That's huge. I feel like we could just end the interview there and post that like 1.5 minutes. And that would be like a great lesson. So that's awesome.